Pyro, the back burner gas pack.
Stop that! You're enlisted!
Wait, what? War has broken out across the globe. From Dust Bowl to 2 Fort, our proud soldiers are fighting back against the mechanized scourge. Let's pray for their safe return. Playing Pyro is a lot like fighting in the trenches of World War I. You're laughing when you're actually in the trenches, close quarters with the enemy, you know, that's where you thrive. But you're gonna have a bit of trouble with the whole getting across no man's land bit. You can't even peek your head out over the top without risking your frontal lobe being relocated to the back wall. Ugh, not sure how they always know where we are in the trench, but that's whatever. That's not to say it's impossible. Oh, no. Far from it. Very possible for a veteran Pyro player such as myself. That is why I was enlisted into M.E.R.C, the military entity of Relentless Combat. A combined arms special forces unit of elite mercenaries with the goal of achieving military objectives outlined in this dossier. Here's what my assignment is. Scorched Earth, my specialty. As I mentioned, playing Pyro is a lot like being a soldier in the trenches. All the same stuff is trying to ensure you can't make it across no man's land, or in our case, mid. Being gunned down by machine guns, scoped by snipers, and bombarded by artillery. Although, well, that one isn't so bad. So how do we avoid being turned into mincemeat while bravely crossing no man's land? You do it like they did back in World War I. You understand your enemy, use your scrappy intuition, and, luck. Lots of luck. Let's not pretend that those brave soldiers weren't just rolling the dice on dying every time they hopped over the top of a trench. Pyro is very similar, but luckily has some extra tools to help load the dice in their favor. Well, look, I didn't say the odds would be good, just a little better.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
One of Pyro's greatest weapons for closing the gap between them and the enemy is the thermal thruster, a nifty jetpack which grants the user effectively one really big jump. Excellent for leaping from trench to trench. It's especially effective with the back burner as you can land behind the enemy and crit them for massive damage. The thermal thruster is pretty map dependent, however. You're not going to be flying over the enemy on Dust Bowl. You're more likely to get a concussion from smashing a head on the low skybox. You want open areas with good amounts of cover so you can start your jump from a safe position. They can't shoot me if I'm not there! The jetpack does have a short little jump prior to launching you, in which you are very defenseless. It's so slow. I just had to stand there and watch him get away with that. As I said, you're in the trenches. Act that way. Hunker down before you're ready to go over the top. As much as the jetpack is fun, I'm afraid I'm very biased when it comes to Pyro's mobility options that are located in the secondary slot. The detonator, my beloved, gives Pyro a more on-command mobility option, which also allows you to do some ranged fire damage. Something we need to do a lot of, if I need to remind you. The detonator, my beloved, may not allow you to soar high above the enemy team and land you right into their trenches like the thermal thruster, but the detonator gives you that small little boost which you might need to close the gap on a retreating enemy, or allow yourself to safely retreat. The detonator, my beloved, is also great when paired with a specific Pyro primary, which we will be getting into later. Whilst we discuss mobility options, I would be a fool to not mention Pyro's coolest and most difficult to perform mobility tech, the Reflect Jump. Reflect jumping is like teching an artillery strike to launch you across no man's land. Use this to style on arrogant soldier mains. It also has the added benefit of being extremely easy to do. Come on! Come on! No! Come on, let me do it! Please! Please stop! Please shoot me! Shoot me, I'm a bad boy, I'm a bad boy! Come on, shoot me! Shoot me! No! Come on! Come on! I'm trying to do it! I'm so bad! Yeah! Ah! Oh man. I mean, that was something. That was nearly cool. I mean, that, you know, I reflected. I jumped. Wasn't very far. But hey. All this being said, once you've actually crossed no man's land, you have to, you know, deal with the enemy team. This is where you have your next obstacle.
Wait, what we got now? Oh, it's the xylophone. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, perfect. He played that perfectly. Oh, does he know the counter melody? Dun, 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 dun. He knows the counter melody. Wow, that was crazy.
Counterplay is a very important concept when it comes to balancing in any kind of game. Card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Have specific cards which counter specific strategies. For example, a monster-heavy combo strategy gets countered by a card like Dark Ruler No More, which negates all monster effects on the field. However, this card can also be countered as well. Monsters cannot respond to Dark Ruler No More, but spells and traps can. So the combo player could play a card like Solemn Judgment, which negates a spell or trap card effect, and ensure they don't get blown out by that specific counter card. Funnily enough, Solemn Judgment is a counter trap. See, this tangent is relevant. TF2 is no different. Without counterplay, some mercenaries would dominate the game. Pyro has a lot of counters. Unfortunately, Pyro gets countered pretty easily. However, like I said, every counter has an effective counter. So I'm going to break down each of Pyro's counters and teach you how to counter those counters. Sentries! We have no counterplay. Oh man. No cap, no bull, no lie, on guard. Where is the lie? So true, bestie. I mean, they gave Pyro a melee weapon with extra building damage as a joke. A prank. Look at this! That damage! Look at this damage! 2 hitting this other thing. I hate engineer. Insane. Actually, I'm the best. I just was like, Sentry, do not shoot me anymore. You cannot shoot me. And then he couldn't shoot me. It's quite literally just walked right in front of a sentry, and it was like, where did he go? No, but seriously, the best you've got to counter a sentry is the Dragon's Fury, which always does max damage ramp up against buildings. Or, you know, you could just be as sick as me and pull off something like this. We could try and do something cool. Oh, no, not that. Because we're sick as hell. We're just so rad. We're so cool. Woo! A very practical move, very easy to perform. Definitely not really difficult. However, aside from this, your real best counter is to use the V key and ask your team politely, guys, can one of you guys get the sentry for me? Thanks. Oh no you don't. Use the far superior, my beloved, detonator. See, look. Oh. No counterplay, no cap, no bull, no lie, on guard, where is the lie? So true, bestie. Yeah, they gave Sniper, a class that notoriously bodies Pyro at range, a backpack that says, I don't know, become immune to fire or something, man. Like, I don't know, dude. But he's got the backpack that makes him immune to fire damage, yay! Blocking a single headshot was too strong, because you could counter Sniper. So instead, let's make you 50% resistant to fire, and not take any afterburn, making all of Pyro's primaries, and most of their secondaries, significantly weaker. Much better design. To counter Sniper, your best bet is to use the thermal thruster, and pray they don't get a shot on you before you can close the distance, because that shot will have knockback, and will knock you out of the sky. That's some bull. Ugh. Medic doesn't counter Pyro directly, but his healing over time does make it hard to take down other mercenaries. However, if he has the Vaccinator, well... No counterplay, no cap, no bull, no lie, on guard, where is the lie? So true, bestie. The best counter to Vac Medic is to use the shotgun to switch up the damage types you're dishing out. They can't protect against both damage types at the same time, so... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, well, no, that's fine. Yeah, okay, whatever. I guess you could use the thermal thruster to jetpack towards them and then, I don't know, melee hit them, because they can't resist that. Look! It worked! It's broken! So, there you go. There's the counter. Heavy. His high HP and sustained damage means he can often take down a Pyro in a 1v1. The best counter is to ambush him. If you catch the Heavy unrevved, you can often take him down before they even get a shot off. Scout. His speed and secondaries like Mad Milk and Bonk often mean he can stay away from a Pyro and ensure they don't get taken down by fire damage. The Scout counter is the Detonator, my beloved, which can easily hit the Scout in the air and at range without needing to hit them directly. Pyro. They can zone you out with Air Blast and take no afterburn damage, making them hard to take down by yourself. In a Pyro v Pyro, there's only the one best, tried and true counter, the shotguns. If you have one and they don't, they are immediately at a massive disadvantage. They made the trench gun for a reason, to clear out trenches. Now that we've gone over everything, it's time to focus on the mission, Scorched Earth. How do we achieve the maximum amount of fire damage over the shortest period of time? It's no secret that the Phlog is the best primary at doing damage and getting kills. Many other TF2bers have shown this in their videos already. I'm definitely not treading new ground here, but it's just the best option. Anyway, the Phlogistinator, or Phlog as it's more commonly known, is a primary weapon for Pyro which promotes a fire-heavy playstyle. This weapon's gimmick is that it has an oomph meter which fills up from fire damage from all sources. 300 fire damage is needed to fill the meter, and once it is filled, you can right-click to briefly become invulnerable, start taunting, and gain full crits for 10 seconds. These free crits do come with a hefty cost. No air blast, meaning we can't do this, or this, or even this. Oh my. A lot of Pyro's utility is focused in the air blast mechanic, and without it, you're left with even less counterplay against enemy mercenaries. With the Phlog, you are now suddenly weak to Soldier and Demo on top of everybody else we've mentioned previously. So wait, considering everyone else, who's the only one left that we actually have a good matchup against? Oh, right, Spy. But everyone counters Spy, so that's whatever. We're just lucky they didn't give him any tools which would counter Pyro. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you are a lot weaker against every mercenary, but hey, with crits, it doesn't matter. We just take them down in a millisecond anyway. Soldier can't rocket us if they are turned to ash. Heavy can't mow us down if we melt his minigun. And sentries can't... well, actually, they're fine. Because they actually can't be crit, so... anyway, but still, sentry. Turn those grayed out dudes back into color because M.E.R.C is back on the menu. To most effectively wield this weapon, we're going to want to build up charge at range before actually going in. The Detonator, my beloved, as mentioned, is great at doing ranged fire damage. You can also use this thing, but we're not monsters. And the Detonator gives you extra mobility to close the gap on fleeing enemies who are outside of your Phlog's range. Use the Detonator, my beloved, to set fire to their trench from the safety of your own. That's right, we're still doing World War I analogies. Once the Phlog is fully charged, it's time for the big push. Or time for you to wait for theirs. You can either run into the enemy, hope you don't instantly die and burn down their bunker, or wait for them to crest the top of your trench and let them walk into the wall of fire you've created. Here, look, let me show you some examples. Wonder if the flare gun's like taunt kill counts as. This doesn't do the same taunt, does it? Oh, it does. Never mind, let's do that. Because how far off are we? We're 300 damage off. And I think the taunt would 100% do at least 300. 300 is enough to charge this, right? So like one more charge of oomph, and we're done. So we might as well do something funny. $33? What do you mean? Alright, just to style, I want the last kill to be impressive. No way. Back up, back up. Well, definitely was not impressive. Imagine it was. Imagine that we did get the cool flare jump kill, right? We'll edit it in. We'll make it look like I did. And then that's when the achievement dropped.
Well done, maggot. Mission complete. Well, back to the front.
Well, that was to be expected. The war's not over yet, at least not for Pyro. For them, the trenches are all they know. Godspeed, you magnificent psycho. With our mission complete and Pyromancer achieved, we are finally finished up with Pyro. I'll be honest, Pyro's achievements overall were pretty fun. I think I'll miss them. The next video will be about... I'll see you then. Damn. Kurt's gone crazy. Time to equip the counter.